season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
This is Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll go option to the short side. They run with Logan. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now Michelle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and able to follow his center and pick up the first. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. handoff, it's Michel. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He'll look to throw. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch 88. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Eric Kendricks in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A give. This is Cook. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out. Limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. Hot.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Funches has it complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, Michelle. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd-and-1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll look to throw. And get that to Michelle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run again with Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field here come the Panthers. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
319!
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To use